because clarity doesn't change your life. Embodiment does. And this is the part that so many people don't understand. It's the difference between knowing something intellectually and being it. Right now, your current reality is a reflection of what your subconscious mind believes to be true. Not what you want to be true, not what you wish to be true, what it actually believes. Now here's where most people stop. They think, I've got the clarity, so things should change now, right? But nothing changes. And this is where frustration kicks in. So when you write a new statement like, I have freedom of time and money, or I feel connected to XYZ, or I feel at peace where I live, if that's not already true in your subconscious mind, you'll feel the gap. And that gap creates resistance. It's like a tension, it can be overwhelmed and stress, and this is why people say affirmations don't work. Because it's not that they don't work, it's that they're not embodied. It's in the conscious mind, not so much the subconscious mind, until you spend 100 years repeating them. So how do you actually embody a new belief? I'm going to give you 2 things, a reset process and the fastest way to transformation. Firstly, it's not about repeating it over and over again. As I said, affirmations don't work by forcing yourself to believe it. You start by becoming aware of what is currently contradicting that statement. Because every time your new statement doesn't feel true, that's actually feedback, a helpful gift for you, showing you that the old belief, the old pattern, the old part of you that's still running the previous story is dominant. So instead of pushing that away, this is where the real work is. When something like that comes up, like I don't have enough money, or I don't know what I'm doing with my life, or I'm feeling stuck here, you just don't fight it. We must accept and acknowledge it like it's a little child. And we certainly don't override it, but we do recognize it. And when you bring it into your awareness with that different lens, it's more of a compassionate lens and understanding, you're able to turn it, because you notice the thoughts and the reactions and the behavior that doesn't match your new statement. So instead of doing it automatically, you have to ask yourself, what would I think or feel or even do right now if that new belief was already true in my life? What would be true if my new belief was already real in existence? And that's where we respond from. That place. It's not about getting it perfect. It's about consistently choosing a different reality, a different perspective, a different response, a different way of moving, a different way of being, a different way of getting up in the morning, a different way of eating. And over time, that does begin to shift things, because this is aligned action. But I will be transparent with you. You can also do this consciously, and over time it will work and become subconscious. But that does take time, because you're working with patterns that have been there many years. So what I've just said fully does work, faster than affirmations. But if you want to work directly with the subconscious mind, there are techniques and processes from an energy psychology standpoint that allow you to transcend those old stuck beliefs really quickly. And this is exactly why I created the Velvet Vault. It's a collection of belief work and processes organized around the exact areas people tend to feel blocked or uncertain in. So whether that's about direction or purpose or money or relationships or love or self-worth or expression, whatever it is, it's in there. So instead of trying to figure it all out on your own, I've guided you through shifting the actual patterns underneath with individual specific instructions. So you have 2 options here. You can begin exactly where you are by becoming aware, choosing different actions and allowing that shift to build over time and repeat things over and over again so that your behavior matches what you desire. Or you can gain the fast access to the Velvet Vault. And this is where the beliefs are more direct and supported at a deeper rewiring level. Either way, once you stop reinforcing these old patterns and start aligning with what actually matters to you and what you really want, things begin to move, because you're not forcing them. You're actually aligning with your soul, and because you're no longer in your own way. And that's when your next step becomes super clear. And it sounds like a big rigmarole. It's not. It's actually a lot more simple than it is, but you have to really want that change. So if you haven't seen part 1 and part 2 to this series, please dive in to these links and catch up on this goodness. Thanks for being here.